अस्सलामुअलैकुम क्लास। बेटा हम लोगों ने बायो जब स्टार्ट किया और डिफरेंट ब्रांचेस ऑफ बायोलॉजी पढ़ी तो उसमें एक क्लास थी टैक्सोनॉमी। आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ यू नो दैट व्हाट इज टैक्सोनॉमी. This is a branch deals with the classification of living organisms according to structural similarities and dissimilarities. यानी कि टैक्सोनॉमी बायो की वो ब्रांच है जिसके अंदर लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को क्लासिफाई किया गया है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर स्ट्रक्चरल सिमिलैरिटीज़ कि इनके अंदर स्ट्रक्चरली क्या इनकी प्रॉपर्टीज़ और क्या इनके ऑर्गन्स और क्या स्ट्रक्चर सेम है और डिसिमिलैरिटीज़ यानी कि सेम नहीं है. इसके साथ साथ बेटा हमने चैप्टर नंबर 3 में यू हैव स्टडीड दैट ऑल द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स प्लेस्ड इन a particular group have many fundamental similarities in their structure. It is not always easy to remove these basic similarities. Many bases and techniques are used to classify organisms. बेटे ये सब मैं क्यों रिपीट कर रही हूँ कि हम अब जो चैप्टर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं दैट इज़ चैप्टर नंबर 7 इनवर्टिब्रेट्स एंड चैप्टर नंबर 8 वर्टिब्रेट्स. इनके अंदर यही क्लासिफिकेशन बताई गई है और लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को डिवाइड कर दिया गया है दो में. दैट इज द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स डिवाइडेड इनटू two. Number 1 unicellular and number 2 multicellular. All of you know that unicellular organisms having a single cell in it and they are considered to be in the phylum Protozoa, whereas multicellular animals called metazoa are divided into two groups. Those that have backbones are called vertebrates and those that don't have backbones are called invertebrates. More than 95% of all members of the animal kingdom are invertebrates. So, in chapter number 7, we have to study all the invertebrate organisms which classify into different phyla. Phyla is plural, phylum is singular. So, these organisms are so simple or easy and only their characteristics are there in the heading of their phyla. So I think that I will give you the questions or characteristics by explaining them in different points. इसके अलावा बेटे all these phyla are very very important in your practical. Please you have to see experiment number 9 in your practical book in which you have to classify all the invertebrates into different phyla and classes. So it is so simple or easy that if we have classified them here, it's so easy to learn in the practical. और एक और अच्छी बात ये है बेटे कि these two chapters are very, very important for your exam because a single or maybe 2 questions will be there in your examination paper. So please, you have to check in your 5 or 10 year papers and you should learn. ठीक है बेटा? Now we have to start chapter invertebrates. किस तरीके से बेटे कि you have to start your written work. Write the heading of chapter number 7 and invertebrates, its name as a title page. Then write question number 1. Classify the animal kingdom. Then write the answer as a main heading, classification of kingdom Animalia. Classification of kingdom Animalia. After the heading, by leaving a line, you have to write that the kingdom Animalia is broadly divided into 2 major groups. Write the first side heading, invertebrates with blue, and write under the heading that animals without backbone. Number 2, subheading, chordata or vertebrata. Then write under the heading animals having a backbone in their body. So बेटे ये आपको समझ आ गया है कि invertebrates are those which have vertebral column or backbone, whereas chordata or vertebrata. Chordata means having vertebral column in all these animals. So write again the first heading with black, invertebrates. After the heading, write invertebrate group of animal is divided into following phyla. बेटा बुक में अगर आप देखें तो हर फाइलम की आपको अलग अलग हेडिंग्स के साथ उनकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स मिलेंगी. तो मैंने ये क्वेश्चन इस तरह बना दिया कि आप लोग फॉलोइंग फाइला की हेडिंग डालकर यू हैव टू राइट ऑल दीज 9 फाइला. दैट इज नंबर 1 फाइलम प्रोटोजोआ, नंबर 2 फाइलम पोरीफेरा, नंबर 3 फाइलम नीडेरिया और ब्रैकेट में आप लोग लिखेंगे सीलंट्रेटा. Number 4 phylum Platyhelminthes. Number 5 phylum Nematoda. Number 6 phylum Annelida. Number 7 phylum Arthropoda. Number 8 phylum Mollusca. And number 9 phylum Echinodermata. You have to write all these phyla vertically. So you have completed question number 1. ठीक है बेटा? तो इसमें हम ये देखते हैं कि यही 9 फाइलास जो हैं you have to do or see under the microscope or some multicellular you have to see in a bottle. All these 9 phyla you have to do in your journal. ठीक है बेटा? Now question number 2, how we have to do that? Write question number 2, give general characteristics of the following phyla. इसमें बेटे ये इस तरह है कि हमने एक क्वेश्चन बना लिया है कि जितनी फाइलाज हैं उनके हम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स लिखते जाएंगे. सो प्लीज यू हैव टू राइट a single phylum. Number 1 phylum Protozoa, main heading black से डालिएगा और इनके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स पॉइंट्स में मैं एक्सप्लेन भी करती जाऊंगी और लिखाती भी जाऊंगी. तो ऑन अ सिंगल पेज you have to write, and in front of it you have to draw a single diagram which you want. Many diagrams are in the book, but you have to draw which you want. ठीक है. तो बेटा write number 1 phylum Protozoa. मेन हेडिंग आपने डाली. Now write in points. First point, phylum Protozoa consists of, blue pointer से लिखो बेटा, unicellular organisms. Then leave a line, write the second point, their bodies consist of a single cell. Single cell को आप blue से लिखेंगे. अब आप ये देखो बेटा कि ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट है कि प्रोटोजोआ कंसिस्ट ऑफ यूनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स. नो नीड टू एक्सप्लेन, all of you know that what is unicellular organism having a single cell. You have to write it in the second point. So write the third point, the protoplasm is differentiated into outer, blue से लिखो बेटा, ectoplasm, and inner, write again with blue, endoplasm. What it is? Protoplasm. In a single cell, protoplasm is made up of nucleus and cytoplasm. We have to say it, protoplasm, nucleus plus cytoplasm. Now this protoplasm externally called ectoplasm, न्यूक्लियर सेल्यूलर मेम्ब्रेन के साथ साथ जो पोर्शन होगा इट इज कॉल्ड एक्टोप्लाज्म, और न्यूक्लियस और सेल्यूलर मेम्ब्रेन के दरमियान जो मौजूद होगा साइटोप्लाज्म, दैट इज कॉल्ड एंडोप्लाज्म. नाउ कम ऑन द फोर्थ पॉइंट. You have to write all these points by leaving a line. Fourth one is they have, write with blue pointer food, and again write contractile vacuoles with blue. What the fourth point is? They have food and contractile vacuoles. Number 5, they are capable of performing all life functions, for example, intake of food, respiration, locomotion, reproduction, etc. So, you have to write they are capable of performing all life functions. For example, write with blue, intake of food, comma, respiration, comma, locomotion, comma, reproduction, etc. तो बेटे हमने आपको ये कहा कि you have to write with blue pointer. किस लिए? कि बेटे आप ये देखें कि जिस वक्त एग्जामिनेशन में जो करेक्शन करने वाले होते हैं बेटे, वो हर चीज़ फ्लो शीट को कभी नहीं देखते बेटे. दे हैव टू सी द पॉइंट्स. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस आई टोल्ड यू दैट यू हैव टू राइट द इम्पॉर्टेंट वर्ड विद डिफरेंट कलर. सो प्लीज यू हैव टू राइट इट neat and clean. You have to write all the points by leaving a line and write the important word with blue pointer. Now at the end write common examples. These examples are not in the points or characteristics. ठीक? So you have to write the black pointer heading common examples. Write number 1 or A, free living. Free living you have to write with blue and write the examples amoeba, paramecium, euglena, chlamydomonas, etc. are the examples of free living. Then write B, parasites. In front of it write plasmodium causing malaria. Write malaria again with blue pointer. The second example is ant amoeba histolytica causing dysentery. Write dysentery with blue pen or pointer. So beta, now class, write the second main heading, phylum Porifera. Again, we have to write the characteristics in different points by explaining them. Write the first point. Porifera are the simplest group of multicellular bracket में लिखिए many-celled animals. What does it mean? Porifera are those many-celled organisms which have small pores in them. Because of that, they are called porifera. ठीक है? Now, the second point is their body consists of loose aggregates of cells and lack any kind of tissues. Tissues को बेटा write with blue pointer. Continue the point. Therefore, they are commonly called sponges. Write sponges with blue pointer. अब आप ये देखो बेटा कि इनकी जो बॉडी है वो लूज है एग्रीगेट्स ऑफ सेल से. क्या मतलब है कि इनके अंदर वो टिश्यूज नहीं हैं जो टिश्यूज मिलकर सेल बनाते हैं. बजाय टिश्यूज होने के दे हैव होल्स और पोर्स इन देम. तो इसकी सबसे अच्छी एग्जाम्पल जो है वो है स्पंजेस. आप लोग स्पंज को देखते हैं, दे हैव वेरी स्मॉल पोर्स इन देम. नाउ राइट point number 3 by leaving a line. All sponges are. Write with blue pointer aquatic. Write in bracket live in water, close it, and sessile. Write with blue pointer sessile. In front of it write in bracket fixed at one place throughout their life. बेटा इस थर्ड पॉइंट का क्या मतलब है कि ये all the sponges are aquatic. Aquatic means they lives in water. And sessile कहते हैं कि they are fixed at one place throughout their life, means they can't move from one place to another. So they are called sessile. ठीक? Now write the fourth point. Their entire body has numerous minute pores or ostia. Write ostia with blue pointer. It means that all the entire body having numerous minute pores, means very small pores are there in their body internally, and these pores are called ostia. Fifth point, the external water enters the body through ostia, again write it with blue, and leaves the body through another opening called osculum. Write osculum with blue. इसका क्या मतलब है बेटे कि ये जो एग्जाम्पल्स हैं मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स की, पॉरीफेरा की, इनके अंदर इंटरनली दे आर मैनी very small pores, and from which water from the external side enters into their body through the very small pores which are called ostia, and leaves the body through another small pores which are called osculum. इसकी बेटा सबसे अच्छी एग्जाम्पल हमारे पास स्पंज की है. हमने स्पंज को जिस वक्त पानी में डिप किया, हम ये देखेंगे कि द वाटर इज देयर इन द स्पंज. व्हेन वी स्क्वीज इट, जिस वक्त हम उसको हल्का सा दबाएंगे तो हम ये देखेंगे ऑल द वाटर कम्स आउट और लीव्स आउट फ्रॉम द स्पंज थ्रू the osculum. Understood, class? Now write again the heading with black pointer and write the first example is Sycon. Number 2, Venus flower basket. Number 3, bath sponge. Class, write the third heading फाइलम नीडेरिया, ब्रैकेट में लिखिए सीलंट्रेटा, नेक्स्ट लाइन में लिखिए डिप्लोब्लास्टिक एनिमल्स. इट मीन्स दैट यू हैव 2 line headings. ठीक. Now write in points the characteristics. Number 1, coelentrates are aquatic animals. Aquatic animals, write with blue pointer. Write the second point by leaving a line. Their cells are organized to form tissues. They are, write with blue pointer, diploblastic, because their cells are arranged in 2 layers. Write in new line with blue marker ectoderm. In front of it, write outer layer. In the next line, write with blue marker endoderm. Write in front of it inner layer. Now class, coelentrates are aquatic animals, means they lives in water. And second point ये है कि their cells are organized to form tissues. They are diploblastic. Diplo, di means 2. ये क्योंकि इनकी बॉडी जो है, इनके सेल्स जो हैं अरेंज हैं 2 layers में, इसलिए ये डिप्लोब्लास्टिक कहलाते हैं. आउटर लेयर जो है इसकी एक्टोडर्म कहलाती है और इनर लेयर जो है इसकी एंडोडर्म कहलाती है. Now write the third point. There is a non-living layer called mesoglea. Write mesoglea with blue pointer. In between ectoderm and endoderm. So please write ecto and endoderm with blue too. What the third point is? there is a non-living layer called mesoglea in between ectoderm and endoderm. अभी हमने ये लिखा था बेटा कि these are डिप्लोप्लास्टिक. दो लेयर्स इनकी मौजूद हैं. एक है जो आउटर लेयर है जिसे हम एक्टोडर्म कह रहे हैं और जो इनर लेयर है वो एंडोडर्म कहलाती है. अच्छा, अब इन दोनों लेयर्स के दरमियान में एक और लेयर मौजूद है, बट दिस लेयर इज नॉन लिविंग लेयर एंड इट इज कॉल्ड mesoglea. The fourth point is there is a hollow space or cavity which lies inside the body called coelentron. Now class, you have to write hollow space or cavity with blue. Again I am dictate you that there is a hollow space. Write hollow space with blue or cavity with blue which lies inside the body called coelentron. coelentron को भी आप blue से लिखेंगे. बेटा अब आप ये देखिए कि हम लिख रहे हैं फाइलम निडेरिया और ब्रैकेट में हमने सीलनट्रेटा लिखा है. सीलनट्रेटा के मीनिंग्स क्या हैं बेटा? सीलन मीन्स कैविटी. सो द एनिमल्स विच बिलोंग दिस फाइलम हैविंग अ कैविटी which is made up of two layers and in between them non-living layer which is called mesoglea. So all these animals having hollow space or cavity which is called coelentron. Understood? Now write the last point. Their body possesses several thread-like tentacles which contain poison for capturing and paralyzing the prey. मेरे ख्याल में तो बेटे आप लोग टेंटिकल्स को भी ब्लू पॉइंटर से लिखिए, कैप्चरिंग और पैरालाइजिंग को भी. इसमें देखें ये चीज़ बताई जा रही है कि सीलनट्रेट्स की बॉडी के अंदर थ्रेड लाइक टेंटिकल्स मौजूद होते हैं, हैविंग पॉइजन इन देम, एंड दीज टेंटिकल्स आर यूज्ड टू कैप्चर or paralyze the prey. What is prey? The organism which take as a food is called the prey. So they capture or paralyze the prey with the help of tentacles. ठीक? Now, black heading examples. Write number 1 sessile with blue. In front of it, write in bracket remain fixed, and the example is corals. In the next line, by leaving a line, write motile with blue. In front of it, write moving in bracket. Examples are jellyfish, hydra, obelia, sea anemone. So the examples are sessile and motile, means both are opposite of each other. Sessile means those organisms which are fixed, they can't move from one to another place, and motile means they can move from here and there. That is jellyfish. All of you, I think, found them at seasides. ठीक बेटा? And please, you have to draw any single diagram which you want in front of this page. इंटरलीफ पेज पे आप जेलीफिश बना लें, हाइड्रा बनाएं, सी एनीमून बनाएं, विच यू वांट. प्लीज़ यू हैव टू ड्रॉ एट लीस्ट अ सिंगल डायग्राम.